Lesson 1, Discovering Science.
It is fascinating to read about Franklin's experiments with electricity.
Yes. He was lucky enough to avoid injury during those daring experiments.
Absolutely. It could have been dangerous, yet he continued to explore.
His curiosity really contributed to our understanding of electricity.
Do you think you would have been as brave as he was?
I am not sure. I admire his courage, but I also value my safety.
Good point. However, sometimes taking risks leads to great discoveries.
True. Franklin certainly learned new facts about electricity that changed the world.
I love how he used everyday objects, like kites, in his experiments.
Yes. It makes science feel accessible to everyone.
Imagine flying a kite during a storm just to prove a point.
It does sound adventurous, and a little crazy.
But think about the excitement of discovering something new.
That thrill is what drives many scientists, I believe.
Should we try a small experiment here in the museum?
That sounds like fun. Let us find a hands-on activity to participate in.
Look over there. There is a station for building circuits.
Perfect. Let us see if we can create something together.
I hope we do not cause too much of a spark, though.
Just enough to be impressive, not hazardous.
Agreed. Here is to embracing curiosity and the excitement of science.
Lesson 2, Civic Responsibility and Community.
It is interesting to consider how character relates to civic duty.
Absolutely. A strong sense of character is essential for responsible citizenship.
It also ties into our family bonds and values, does it not?
Yes. Our families teach us about fairness and respect for others.
I believe these lessons shape our actions in the community.
Indeed. Basic fairness should be the foundation of all our interactions.
Sometimes, individuals in positions of power overlook this.
It is disappointing when civic duty is uncounted and unhonored.
Yes. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect.
I often wonder how we can encourage fairness in our society.
I think community engagement is key. We must advocate for one another.
Exactly. When we stand together, our voices become stronger.
Have you ever witnessed an act of kindness that exemplified civic duty?
Yes. I saw a neighbor organizing a food drive for those in need.
That is inspiring. It shows how small actions can have a significant impact.
Yes. It encourages others to participate and contribute as well.
We should focus on creating a culture of compassion in our communities.
I completely agree. Teaching our children these values is crucial.
Here is to building a society where fairness is honored and practiced.
Lesson 3, Global Perspectives.
It is intriguing to consider the various regions of the world, is it not?
Absolutely. Each region has its own unique characteristics and challenges.
Yes. The countries that perform well within their parts of the world can then inspire others.
Exactly. Successful nations often set examples through their practices.
Have you read about the economic growth in Southeast Asia?
I have. Countries like Vietnam and Indonesia are rising quickly.
Their advancements in technology and manufacturing are impressive.
Indeed. It shows how innovation can drive economic success.
What about countries in Europe? Their economies are also quite robust.
Yes. Countries like Germany and the Netherlands are leading the way.
Their focus on sustainability is particularly noteworthy.
Absolutely. It is vital for future generations as well.
Do you think other countries will follow their example?
I hope so. Collaboration and knowledge sharing can create positive change.
It is fascinating to see how interconnected our world has become.
Yes, global trade impacts everyone, whether we realize it or not.
Should we consider how cultural exchanges contribute to economic growth?
Great point. Cultural appreciation often leads to wider markets.
It enriches lives too. Learning about different cultures is a joy.
Here's to celebrating diversity and cooperation among nations.
Cheers to that. Let us continue exploring how we can contribute to this dialogue.
Lesson 4, Shopping Success.
I did my shopping earlier in the week, so I was able to get everything I needed.
That is smart planning. I usually wait until the last minute.
It certainly saves me from the weekend crowds at the stores.
I can imagine. Those crowds can be overwhelming, especially on Saturdays.
Exactly. I was able to leisurely stroll through the aisles.
That sounds delightful. What did you find on your shopping trip?
I stocked up on fresh fruits and vegetables. They looked so vibrant.
Fresh produce always makes a difference in meals.
I also picked up some snacks for movie night.
Snacks are essential. What did you choose?
I grabbed popcorn, chocolate, and a few healthy options.
That sounds like a perfect balance.
I thought so too. It keeps everyone happy.
Did you encounter any good deals?
Yes. I found discounts on my favorite brand of cheese.
Cheese is always a good find. It makes everything tastier.
True. What about you? Have you done your shopping yet?
Not yet. I plan to go tomorrow before the big crowds arrive.
Smart move. Be sure to check for any sales or promotions.
I will. I appreciate your tips.
Here is to successful shopping trips and delightful finds.
Lesson 5: Creating Cooperation.
To foster a cooperative atmosphere, we must work together effectively.
I agree. It is important to listen to everyone's ideas and concerns.
Exactly. Listening actively shows respect for each person's perspective.
And it helps build trust within the group, which is essential.
Yes. Once trust is established, collaboration becomes much easier.
Have you noticed how people open up more in a supportive environment?
Absolutely. A positive atmosphere encourages creativity and participation.
Should we suggest some icebreaker activities for our next meeting?
That is a brilliant idea. Fun activities can lighten the mood.
Plus, they allow people to connect on a personal level.
Yes. I can imagine how those connections would strengthen our community.
What kind of icebreakers do you think would work best?
Perhaps we could have a story sharing session.
That sounds engaging. Everyone has stories to tell.
Indeed. It could reveal common interests and experiences.
And it would make the group feel more united.
Should we also set ground rules to ensure respectful listening?
Definitely. Establishing guidelines can help maintain a positive dialogue.
Here is to making our meetings welcoming and productive.
Cheers to that. Let us encourage everyone to share their voices.
Together, we can achieve great things in our community.
Lesson 6: Shopping Strategies.
That sounds good. Do you usually make a list before going shopping?
Yes, I find it essential to keep myself organized.
I agree. A list helps me remember everything I need.
Plus, it helps to avoid impulse purchases, which can be tempting.
Exactly. I once bought several snacks I did not need.
Snacks can be a distraction. What do you usually include in your list?
Mostly fruits, vegetables, and some staples like rice and pasta.
Good choices. Fresh produce is always a priority for me.
Yes. I love experimenting with new recipes each week.
That is a great way to keep meals interesting.
Do you plan your meals in advance as well?
I try to. It saves time and reduces food waste.
Smart. I should start meal planning. It sounds very efficient.
It is. Plus, it makes grocery shopping quicker.
If only deciding what to eat could be as easy as making the list.
I know. Sometimes I stand in front of the fridge for ages.
It feels like a mini workout just deciding on dinner.
Ha. Yes. We should add deciding dinner to our fitness routines.
Maybe we could turn it into a game. The Dinner Decision Challenge.
I love that idea. The winner gets to pick dessert.
Now that is motivation. I am ready for the challenge.
Here is to organized shopping and exciting meal planning.
Cheers to that. Let us make grocery shopping an adventure.
Lesson 7: Shopping Adventures.
Is there a good clothing store nearby?
Yes, there is a department store just down the street.
Perfect. I have been looking for a new jacket.
You will probably find several options there.
I hope so. What type of jacket do you think would suit me?
Perhaps a light bomber jacket? They are stylish and versatile.
That sounds like a great idea. I could wear it casually and dress it up.
Exactly. And do not forget to check the sale rack.
Yes. Discounts make shopping even more enjoyable.
Have you been to this department store before?
I have not, but I have heard good things.
I love how they have a wide variety of brands.
That is a plus. I like being able to compare different styles.
And they usually have quality clothes at reasonable prices.
Sounds promising. Let us head over there now.
Yes. I am excited to see what we can find.
I might also look for a new pair of shoes while we are at it.
Good thinking. New shoes can change your entire look.
I agree. Here is to finding great deals and stylish finds.
Lesson 8: Facing Challenges Together.
In any choice between us, I would have been the first to be pitched out of the basket into the abyss.
Ha! You think you would be the first to fall?
Absolutely. I was the one wobbling the most when we were climbing.
I must admit, you did have some dramatic moments up there.
I was just trying to maintain my balance. It is not as easy as it looks.
True. Rock climbing requires quite a bit of focus and strength.
And I felt like a fish out of water.
You were brave, though. Facing that fear takes a lot of courage.
Thank you. I felt like I was going to tumble off the wall at any moment.
But you did not give up. That determination was inspiring.
I appreciate your encouragement. It helped me push through.
I was also a bit scared myself. But we made a great team.
Yes. Teamwork definitely made the experience much more enjoyable.
Plus, we shared some good laughs along the way.
Agreed. Like that time I almost knocked over the climbing gear.
I still cannot believe you managed to drop everything at once.
It was an impressive display of clumsiness, I must say.
But it lightened the mood. We all need moments like that.
Here is to more adventures, even if they are a bit chaotic.
Cheers to that. Let us keep challenging ourselves together.
And hopefully do it with fewer mishaps next time.
Lesson 9: Cooking together.
We also have a microwave oven in the kitchen. It is quite handy.
Yes. If we are in a hurry, we can cook our food in no time.
Exactly. It can save us from those late-night cooking dilemmas.
I often use it to quickly steam vegetables.
That is a great idea. Steamed vegetables retain their nutrients.
Right. And they taste fresh and vibrant.
What do you usually prepare when you are short on time?
Sometimes I make a quick stir fry. It is healthy and delicious.
Quick and flavorful, that sounds perfect.
Do you have a favorite quick dish?
I love making scrambled eggs. They are so versatile.
Yes. You can add anything to them: cheese, peppers, or even herbs.
Exactly. Sometimes, simple is best.
Shall we make a quick meal tonight using the microwave?
That sounds like a plan. How about a microwavable quinoa bowl?
I like that idea. We can add whatever vegetables we have.
Perfect. Let's get creative with our ingredients.
Cooking does not always need to be complex to be enjoyable.
Absolutely. It is all about balancing flavors and nutrients.
Plus, cooking together makes it even more fun.
Yes. It is nice to share the experience and laughter.
Here's to quick meals and great company.
Cheers to that. Let's make the most of our time in the kitchen.
Lesson 10: Organizing with style.
I believe clear containers can help you see what is inside without opening them.
Absolutely. That is a fantastic feature for busy kitchens.
It saves so much time when cooking, especially during meal prep.
Yes. No more rummaging through cupboards looking for that pesky ingredient.
Exactly. How many clear containers do you think we need?
I reckon a set of different sizes would be perfect.
That makes sense. Smaller ones for spices and larger ones for grains.
And maybe a few medium ones for snacks?
Yes. I find snacks tend to disappear quickly in opaque containers.
Ha! That is true. You out of sight, out of mind, right?
Precisely. Clear containers keep everything visible and accessible.
Should we also consider labeling them?
Definitely. Labels add a nice touch and make organization easier.
It helps everyone in the household find what they need.
Plus, it makes the kitchen look tidy and well organized.
I could use that in my kitchen. It often looks like a tornado passed through.
We should create a game plan for decluttering as well.
Brilliant. What if we scheduled a day for a kitchen makeover?
I love that idea. We can make it a fun day with some music.
Yes, and we can reward ourselves with a nice meal afterward.
Perfect. Here is to organizing our kitchens with clear containers.
Lesson 11: The Perfect Coffee Shop.
I heard there is a fantastic coffee shop nearby.
Sounds perfect. How far is it from here?
It is just a 5-minute walk.
That is ideal. I do not want to spend too much time traveling.
Exactly. We can enjoy our drinks and have some fun conversation.
I like that idea. What do you plan to order?
I am thinking of trying their specialty latte.
That sounds delicious. I might go for the chocolate mocha.
Chocolate and coffee? You really know how to treat yourself.
I believe in enjoying life's little pleasures.
That is a great motto. Should we start walking?
Yes, let us get going. I am excited to taste that mocha.
You will not be disappointed, I have heard it is quite popular.
I hope so. The suspense is building, and my taste buds are ready.
Just imagine the delightful experience awaiting us.
I can almost smell the aroma already.
It is a good thing you made me aware of your coffee obsession.
I guarantee you will catch it soon enough.
I am already feeling the urge to indulge.
You are in for a treat. The journey will be worth it, I assure you.
So, after coffee, what should we do?
Perhaps we could explore the little shops nearby.
That sounds like a perfect plan. Let us enjoy our day.
I do love spontaneous adventures.
And this is just the beginning.
Lesson 12: Scenic Adventure.
Renting a car for our trip sounds like an excellent idea.
Indeed, the freedom to stop and enjoy the scenery makes it all the more appealing.
I can already imagine us driving along that beautiful coastline.
It would be lovely. Do you think we should book a hotel in advance?
I believe so. That way, we have our nights sorted and can focus on the adventure.
Good point. What kind of hotel do you prefer?
A cozy one with a view would be perfect.
Yes, waking up to a stunning landscape would be delightful.
It also allows us to plan our activities better.
Absolutely. What are some sights you would like to see on the way?
I have heard there are some amazing waterfalls we could visit.
Waterfalls sound wonderful. They would make for great photographs.
Exactly. We can capture stunning moments to remember.
I cannot wait. Shall we include hiking in our itinerary?
That would add an adventurous touch.
Agreed. I love a good hike. Do you think we should pack a picnic?
A picnic sounds fantastic. It would be perfect amidst nature.
I can prepare some snacks for us. What do you think?
That sounds delightful. I can take care of the beverages.
Perfect partnership. When shall we begin our journey?
How about this weekend? It feels ideal for a getaway.
I am looking forward to it. Please remind me to pack my camera.
Do not worry, I shall remind you. Your photography skills are impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate your encouragement. This trip is shaping up beautifully.
It certainly is. Adventure awaits, my friend.
Lesson 13, Curious Conversations.
That sounds impressive. I would love to learn more about it someday.
Really? What part interests you the most?
I find the history fascinating. It tells us so much about our past.
Absolutely. History shapes our understanding of the present.
Have you ever considered visiting historical sites?
I have indeed. The stories behind them are incredible.
Which site would you choose to visit first?
I would choose the Great Wall of China. It is stunning.
That sounds like an adventure. I would love to join you.
We could explore the history together and learn new things.
Perfect. Imagine the photos we could take.
Yes, and the stories we could share with others.
It would be a treasure trove of experiences.
Exactly. Travel is a wonderful teacher.
How about we make a list of places to visit someday?
That is a brilliant idea. Let us start planning our journey.
I cannot wait to explore with you.
Lesson 14, A Day to Remember.
I have heard wonderful stories about Helen's childhood.
Indeed, they are quite touching. Her journey began when she was 6 years old.
What happened that made her parents realize they needed to help her?
Well, she faced challenges navigating her world, and her spirit inspired everyone.
That sounds remarkable. Her parents must have been very supportive.
They were. They always encouraged her to pursue her dreams.
I admire that kind of commitment. What did they do to help her?
They sought resources to ensure she had all the tools she needed.
That is very thoughtful of them. How did Helen respond?
She embraced their support and worked hard to overcome obstacles.
It is beautiful to see how determination can flourish with love.
Absolutely. Helen's parents provided a strong foundation for her.
How did this experience shape her into the person she is today?
It instilled resilience and a positive outlook in her.
Those qualities can make a significant difference in life.
They truly can. Helen inspires many with her story.
I wonder how other families can learn from her example.
By understanding the value of support and encouragement.
Yes, every child deserves to feel loved and empowered.
I believe that is the key to nurturing potential.
It is commendable how small actions can lead to profound impacts.
Indeed. Helen's journey is a testament to that truth.
Stories like hers remind us that we are never alone.
Exactly. Together, we can achieve remarkable things.
What a wonderful conversation! Thank you for sharing this with me.
Lesson 15, New Year's Countdown.
The atmosphere here is fantastic. I can hear the excitement ringing.
I agree. The laughter and cheers are delightful.
Are you ready for the countdown?
Absolutely. I have my party horns and confetti ready.
That sounds perfect. I brought some noisemakers too.
Great. We can make quite a racket at midnight.
I love how everyone is gathering for the celebration.
Yes, the energy is infectious. I can hardly wait.
Would you prefer to use pans or rings to make noise?
Oh, I think the pans add a nice dramatic flair.
Excellent choice. We can clang them together at midnight.
And if anyone asks, we are simply ringing in the new year.
I wonder what the neighbors will think of our noise.
They might either join us or call the noise police.
Either way, we shall have fun. The more, the merrier.
Exactly. Should we count down from 10 together?
Let us begin. 10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Happy New Year!
let the celebrations begin. The fun has just started.
Lesson 16, Work-Life Wonders.
Well, I did present my ideas at the meeting yesterday.
Really? How did it go?
I explained how those perks could contribute to a better work-life balance.
That sounds important. What kind of perks did you mention?
I suggested flexible hours and remote work options.
Those are great ideas. Flexibility is essential nowadays.
Yes, it can lead to increased productivity and happiness.
I completely agree. What response did you receive?
My colleagues were quite supportive. They seemed interested.
That is fantastic. You might have sparked a new initiative.
I certainly hope so. We all deserve a healthy balance.
Exactly. Too much work can be overwhelming.
How do you manage your work-life balance?
I prioritize self-care and time with family and friends.
That is a solid approach. What activities do you enjoy most?
I love outdoor activities and reading. They relax me.
Reading is a wonderful escape. What genres do you prefer?
I enjoy mysteries and historical fiction. They keep me intrigued.
I prefer a good thriller. It keeps my heart racing.
Thrillers are exciting. Have you read any recently?
Yes, I just finished a gripping novel last week.
I would love to hear about it.
It had so many twists and turns, I could not put it down.